Hello, Americans, patriots, Christian brothers and sisters alike. Well, I just got done seeing the vice president debate. I had more important things to do last night, like go to a Bible study and watch the baseball playoffs. And right before I put the baseball playoffs on, I saw the replay on YouTube. Thank God for YouTube. And last night's debate went as about the way I thought it would. J.D. Vance wiping the floor with Tim Walz. Even the left wing pundits were trashing Walz as not being good, ill prepared, but you can't prepare for bad policies, your bad decisions, your bad executive orders. Your record is your record, and there's no getting around it. As far as I'm concerned, they're lucky they didn't bring up LGBT at their questions last night, which I thought would be done on purpose because J.D. Vance would have wiped the floor with him putting tampons in elementary schools and in the boys' bathrooms. And I'm surprised, I don't remember, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but they never brought up the fact that he passed an executive order or law in his state saying the state government could come in and take away the kids from their parents if they want to change their gender. You can't consent to Tylenol. You can't get a junior's driver's license or gun permit without your parent, but feel free to change your gender and have an abortion. Yep, the Tim Walz America. Now, of course, he later had to admit he'd been to China. He was there after he tried to lie about it. He tried to say Minnesota's a great state to raise kids, but then he complained about how he has a suicide problem among teenagers in rural and suburban areas. And that was pretty much the type of night it was for Tim Walz. As I said, your record is your record. Your executive orders show who you are. And I still cannot believe Kamala Harris at the last minute picked this clown over Shapiro. Not that Shapiro was any better, but because he's from Pennsylvania, he'd been a lot more of a moderate candidate for Kamala Harris. Walz is just as left wing, maybe even more left wing than Kamala Harris. In fact, because he was actually more truthful about himself last night, he made Kamala Harris look like a moderate because Kamala Harris lies all the time. And J.D. Vance showed why Donald Trump picked him. He is cool, calm, collective, and he knows how to debate. Kind of like Mike Pence's old VP partner. He was never baited. Found a way to throw it back on Tim Walz big time. And CBS, who promised they wouldn't fact check the candidates, tried doing it only to have it blow up in their face So now CBS looks pretty stupid, which, I didn't really expect much. And I'm going to say this again: the way Kamala Harris got the questions in advance, so did Tim Walz. Because if Tim Walz didn't know these questions in advance, he would look even worse than he did last night. Of course, he cried about global warming, and then, of course, J.D. Vance came back and said, well, listen, the two biggest polluters are India and China. We have China manufacture everything for us, including our solar panels, and we could do it here for a lot better quality, a lot more efficient, and a lot more cleaner. And J.D. Vance is 100% right. All these Paris Accords, these global warming standards are really designed to keep the United States down and from advancing and to take us out. The globalist elites want China to be the new superpower. The problem is Xi Jinping wants China to be the new superpower without the globalist elites being his way. Why? Because their people are very oppressed. They're very submissive to government. They're accustomed to not having civil rights and the Bill of Rights, so it would be easier for them to do. That's why when Donald Trump was president, all these trade deals were done in our favor. Things were going good. The world was more at peace. We didn't have the problems in the Mideast. We didn't have the problems with Russia and Ukraine. And we didn't have problems with Kim Jong-un. And when he did, Trump crushed him immediately. Comments down below. What's your opinion? I'd like to know. Keep the country in prayer. We're 35 days away, I think. Was it 35? Yeah, 35 days away now. So it's about to get really good, and I'm sorry. I still feel that this month, the October surprise, may be a terrorist attack with our own government being part of it. Now they'll blame Iran for trying to start a war, even though they supplied Iran with the money they needed to do all the damage they do. But hey, why let facts get in the way of a good story? Anyway, folks, we'll talk to you later.